Hey everybody, Butch Hartman here. And you know what? I love to draw. Do you like to draw? Well, why don't we draw something together? Why don't we draw one of my most famous characters from one of my most famous shows, the Fairly OddParents. This character's name is Doug Dimmadome. And he talks kind of like a southern guy like this, and he's got a big old cowboy hat. But the great thing about Doug Dimmadome is his hat isn't just big, it's really, really big. He's got a hat that goes right up into the sky. And the reason we did this is because when I was first designing the character of Doug Dimmadome, I thought it'd be fun to have him, be kind of a rich southern guy with a really nice, beautiful hat. And as the years went by, I would draw Doug, and I kept drawing his hat bigger and bigger, and the bigger I drew it, the funnier it got. Until one day, I just started drawing his hat, and I couldn't stop. My pen went right off the paper, and everybody thought it was so funny that he's got this enormous, giant hat. So, you know what? We're gonna draw that hat right now. So here we go. Let's draw Doug Dimmadome. All right, let's draw Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome. Now, Doug is a unique character because most of the time when I draw him, I can't fit him onto one page. So I'm going to use an extra piece of paper and set it right there. And there we go. So we're going to start his head down here and bring the hat all the way up. Ready? Here we go. So with Doug Dimmadome, he's composed of a lot of straight lines with a few curves in there. So about halfway up the paper, right about here, we'll draw one straight line across like that, right? And right above it, actually on this end of the line, we'll curve around, come back, and then come way over here like this, and that's going to be the bill of his hat. Okay? Now, come straight down here, straight down over here. Over here, we're going to draw the Fairly OddParents ear, which is a little backwards C and a little number 6 on the inside, right there. Curve this right here. This will be his hair, 2 lines. Now over here is his nose, straight, and then curve underneath with 1 line, just like that. And two circles for his eyes, circle, 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 and circle, right there. Now we do his eyebrows. Now his mustache. Come over here, around, and around, in a straight line across. 1, 2, 3 lines. 1, 2, 3 lines. Oh, we're getting there. Now bring this line down over here. Now his face isn't going to go straight here. It's going to come over here and curve around that way. Now come down from the top of his mustache over here. Bring his mouth around like this. Over here like that. A tongue. 2 lines. 1, 2. Now bring it straight across. Well, there's his face. Here's his shoulders. Now, a lot of straight lines. Straight line, straight line. Now come over here, angle down back toward that one. Angle up, angle down. Got kind of a little shirt collar going on here. He has a string tie, so loop 1, loop 2, and then 2 lines down. And here's his lapels. Dun, dun, dun. Bump, bump, bump. Those are his lapels. Now, the most important part of Doug Dimmadome is the hat. Now you can use a ruler if you want, and I think I will. 1 second. Now the most important part of Doug Dimmadome is the hat. And just to keep things nice and clear, I'm going to use a ruler, and I'll put the ruler right here on the edge of his face and draw the first part of the hat right here. And I'll draw the next side of his hat right here. And I'll draw the brim of his, or the bill of his hat right here. Actually, I'll draw the band of his hat right here. But now I got a whole bunch more hat to go. And you can make his hat as long as you want. So I'm going to take my ruler. I'll just use 1 extra piece of paper, but you can use 10 extra pieces if you want. Go straight up, and I'll stop right before the top. Go straight up and stop right before the top. So now right here, I will put a little bit of the top of the hat right there with a little dimple. Point. And there we go. That's Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome. Let's make sure now that we sign our work. All right. And that's how you get yourself a big hat with a big character from a real big cartoon show.